quick recap before getting into it as this loads. I'm kind of doing a fucking roleplay, I guess. I'm like building my own fucking kingdom from the ruins of another. I guess you could say that's what Minecraft really is. You're making your own thing from the ruins of another, like, empire, I guess. Because when you, like, at this point, they keep adding fucking, like, ancient, like, they add, like, these, like, ancient fucking buildings. Or they at least seem ancient. When it seems like it seems like some cataclysmic event happened in Minecraft lore. Similar to the fall of Rome, if any. Which is perfect because I was already going for the whole, you know, building shit from a fallen empire sort of thing. And relating that with early kingdoms of the Dark Ages, where a king started as just a normal-ass guy trying to make a business, trying to survive. And I feel like that's a good narrative. Showing in the midst of instability, just the everyday man can become something far greater than what he could have been in the previous world. That's why places like America was that's why America was so good, was so poppin', you know, because in America, the normal jack-off could just become something big and important. That's kind of what happened when Rome fell, for a lot of people. And, in Minecraft, that's the exact same thing. Something big happened, there's not too many people, and there's a whole open world to explore, to exploit to your desires, to bend to your will. You don't get stuff like that anymore. Like, in our modern age, that will never fucking happen. Because we've sucked up all the resources that are worth anything. Well, you know, until we dig down deep enough. But in Minecraft, it's an earlier part of the world. It's an earlier stage in the world where there actually is resources to go around and actually rebuild shit. However, I will not be playing this in survival because it takes too long to gather said resources. Way too long. I'd rather just skip that bullshit and do this. Just build immediately. That's all I do in this game anyways, I just fucking build. I'm not gonna waste 2 hours to do half an hour's worth of building. So yeah, let's just let's work on some steps up here. Or better yet, we need a little path to the village. An iron shovel, that's all I need. Little path to the village. Yeah, I see the path right here. Okay, and then I should do this during the day. I don't want the plague to spread to the village. That's gonna be something I'm gonna start implementing. I'm gonna, like, stage little zombie attacks. Well, eventually big ones. I'm gonna, like, stage zombie attacks and, like, have different, like, plague eras and plague attacks. Because that's something that, like, you gotta worry about that when you're building something. When you're building a kingdom, you gotta worry about the health of the civilians and plague outbreaks and zombie contagion in this game. That's just a plague. That's just a normal-ass plague to everyone. Like, oh, you got turned into a zombie? Whoopty-fucking-dee, you got the plague. Stay away from me, Stinky. It's just we have the ability to cure people of the plague. And I feel like that was one of the many things that that kind of killed everyone was the zombie plague. Like, if that killed, like, the normal people like us, the builders. Because villagers, we don't see them do shit. We don't see them build shit, we build shit. And as the game theorist has stated, like, they're different from us. They're fucking... There's some weird creatures. I think MatPat's a fucking idiot. But his Minecraft theories were legit. I'm keeping these goddamn flowers. Fuck it, I may as well have overgrown paths. Make it look fun and cool. But yeah, I'm a staunch supporter of the idea that this game is like set in like some like post-apocalyptic world. I fucking butchered that like a friggin' dweeb. Like, the idea of that seems to make the most sense with what the game provides in its lore. And I don't mean the fucking story mode bullshit, I don't mean that stupid subgenre, I mean the actual game. Like in the game's lore that you can find with the little tidbits of info they give you. Like how the Wither, like, how the Wither killed everyone and forced everyone into the end. And they became Endermen. Like, that makes a lot of sense, because stuff like that hasn't happened to that extent in our world. But it's not far from possibility. Well, but you'd like... But change the words around. Like, it's not an Enderman. It's not a frickin' Wither. It's countries, people. These people turn into these people. Like, this kingdom gets destroyed by that kingdom, and then they became indoctrinated into this group of people who live in this area. They became refugees, and then they become assimilated with those people, or they make their own little town, little kingdom. Like, this stuff happens all the time in our history, where nations and empires have crumbled and have disappeared overnight just to be replaced by another one. Like, this stuff happens all the time in our world. Nothing that big has happened in a long time, though, but... You know what, it happens. It's happened. In some places, it's gonna happen again. Quite soon. I mean, I'm sure Notch had no idea his game would become like this. I bet Notch had no plans for this whatsoever. It was just a happy chance of actions and random in-game details that were just kind of thrown in on the fly. Like, I doubt any of this was actually planned. It just sort of happened. But there's some beauty in that randomness. Really shows the creativity of the game, because you don't really need to put much effort into it to make something out of it. The game kinda makes itself. Like what I'm doing, I'm just making a simple path, and I like have it like overgrown with flowers because I chose not to get rid of them. That's the game making its own path for me. But see, look at that, like the way it flows. Like right there, that's good. That's nice. That's a nice flow. Some areas is a bit choppy. That's a bit choppy. Path's kind of gone, but it's good. That's good. It's like it's kind of like growing back over the path right there. It's kind of like tight in this area. But it seemed as if the game kind of like made its own lore for itself. Like, sure, you could say it was like game devs who were like adding shit in, but it's kind of natural to just like make your own stories in the game. And I think that the story that I subscribe to, the story that MatPat came up with, where it was like some fallen kingdom, taken on by the threat of something man-made. Sounds very similar to some stuff we've dealt with the atomic bomb and whatnot. Man-made shit that kinda just makes stuff fucky for everyone. But yeah, like that stuff totally happens though. And it's crazy that it like, you could relate that to a game so simple. And it is a really simple game. I mean, people shit on it for the graphics even. Like, to this day, people are all like, oh, the graphics are fucking freaking horse shit. But it makes it more understanding, because you're not focusing on the graphics, you're just focusing on the game. The grind, you know. Because it's a game where you make your own story. It's a game where you make your own world. You were just kind of thrown into this little world and you're trying to do what you want. And that's what everyone does. They're trying to do what they want. But what I'll be doing here, I'll just be, well, I'll just be building a little empire in the shambling remains of the last. Like what has been done several times in our world, and shall be done time and time again. A pretty deep conversation for a freaking Minecraft video, but I feel like this game's that deep. I feel like the rabbit hole of this game is that deep. From what I witness, at least. From what I have read, heard, and seen, it seems like this game is way deeper than what you'd like to imagine, but well, I think that's alright. I think it's alright to get deep in simple games. Makes them not so simple, makes them quite cool, quite fascinating. Oh, that's kinda... it's a bit jankier than I thought it would be. I'm gonna, like, build a bridge across, but I just don't want to deal with that nonsense right now. This is something I can do a bit quicker, and, yeah. Go ahead and hook that up, get rid of the grass. So probably after this, I'm just gonna... I kinda just want to build. I want to build bits of my castle. But also I need to understand that there's some instability in the village. So after this, I may work towards becoming a local leader. I may work towards strengthening the village defenses, so that, in case there is some sort of zombie outbreak in town, that can be taken care of. Because that's just what you gotta do as like a member of the community. You gotta try to like strengthen your community, or at least make the effort to make your community a little better, even with the smallest actions. And people really underestimate the power of a villager. They can give you a lot of stuff. Like they have a booming economy. You just have to utilize it. And not enough people utilize it. The villagers, they're keeping this world going, and in the state it's in, you need villagers. Villagers are the backbone of the economy for the world. And you can, like, make this a very economical game. You can study the economy with this, because the villagers' trading does fluctuate depending on how much you buy or what you buy. Like, certain items do restock within a certain amount of time. You kinda gotta wait until they get it, or you can just let them trade amongst themselves, because they will fix their own economy. They'll restock their supplies a bit quicker if you just let them trade with each other. That's why it's dangerous to make your own villager buildings sometimes, because they may get confused by the layout and not figure out how to leave, or they may just not want to leave. It may be too nice for them. You gotta find a healthy balance of luxury, and just, you know, hey, can I fucking leave? Because they do need a certain amount of luxury to be happy. Notably a bed. But, they do require safety. They require doors, they require walls and whatnot, windows to look outside. It seems like they can register things outside. It's just they may not care. I feel like it would be good if they just gave villagers the ability to use weapons at least. I mean, they're kind of useless. Besides, like selling shit. Like, is that really all they're gonna frickin' do? All they're gonna do is sell shit? They gotta like defend themselves. They can't just rely on the golems. They can't rely on their iron golems. I mean, people say that they're meant to be like monks, but the monk way of living doesn't work during this time unless you have active players who are helping. Unless you have an active seat of power fueling like the monk way of living. Interesting fact about that, the reason why the church, the Catholic, Christian, whichever sect of Christianity you want to believe in, like the pretty basic like forms of Christianity, like Protestant, Catholic, very early, like Dark Age, Middle Age, Renaissance, like the Christianity was built on trade, and with the help of the monarchy, kind of like fueling like the chapels and like giving clergymen like money and land to keep their faith going. Even if a king, even if a lord, even if they didn't believe in like God, even if they weren't too faithful, they knew that, yeah, like this is gonna help me in the long run. And that's really the same, it is, like, it's the same way today, where you have these, you have the people bringing in the money, fueling the church, so that the church can spread their message, but also, you know, rep that merch, put Jesus on a few t-shirts, you know, like, it's a back and forth economy that's good, and that's been going on for years. And you're never going to see it end because it makes money and it spreads the message that they want to spread. Really, America couldn't have a better religion to start with than Christianity. That is the... Look, they've been staunch capitalists since the beginning. And I say capitalism is the... Yeah, capitalism breeds freedom. And it breeds opportunity and luxury. And I gotta sleep so these villagers can be safe in the morning when I start working. Oh, I started recording at like 7:50, I think. It's like 8:13 now. I should figure out a time to stop. I think I'll stop at like, probably like 8:30. I'll stop at 8:30. That's a good time. I got deep. But that's, I like getting deep. This game allows you to get that deep. Not even following the path. Next thing I do is build a stable. First I gotta secure the town, I gotta figure out some means of defense. Oh, I should probably get a weapon. I'm a farmer, all I need is an axe. I'm a local leader. I just do general trading. I'm not a farmer yet. I just have the hat. Though I will become an alcoholic. Where's the drinks? Where's... Oh, honey. Ah, that's good. That's good. Put that right here. Yeah. Good stuff. What am I doing? Oh, I know what I'm doing. Okay, let's just lay down the groundworks for a wall. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, that's where a dock can be. Okay, this isn't connected anywhere. I guess this is gonna be a lake. I'll fill this up and just make it be a lake. Huh. That's interesting, Cave right here, Huh. Thought this, was a river, but no. This is just a very deep lake, it would seem. Or, wait, I think lakes need to be connected to rivers. I'm unsure. I'm unsure if they do or not. Was that a squid? Did I see a... It's a squid. Huh. This must be a, sea chunk? Is that a chunk of the sea? I think squids only spawn in the sea, or lukewarm water. Or semi-lukewarm, like... normal warm. What, I forget what lukewarm even meant. That could just mean normal warm. Normal warming, I don't know what's over here. Is that birch? That's a birch forest. Or no, that's snow. Oh, spruce was closer than I thought. Oh, there's snow over there. Huh. Still need to fortify the village, though. We don't know what could happen. Zombie invasion, you don't know. Or, ooh, I could. Oh, I could. Just simply build oak walls. Out of oak logs. That's generally what you would see walls being made out of in early cities like this. Yeah, we could just do that. That's how a lot of Viking settlements were just simply built. Yeah, let's get some of this in here. Yeah, let's just build a simple wall out of logs and planks. Ugh. With spruce gates, yeah, spruce gates. That's pretty sturdy, I mean, that's like the best thing to do it with. Just build the gate right here. Or I could do this. A few planks. There, the first gate. The first gate of my city. Oh, I don't know, maybe... Let's do this side first. Let's just extend this over to the mountain. Yeah, just extend this over to the mountain. Maybe bring it in a bit, like maybe like here. Yeah, this is going to be real crucial for establishing this as a place of interest. Establishing this as something worth going to. Yeah, there, let's give it some more bulk. Maybe, yeah. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe I'll just do this. Or strip logs. That may look good. Though I don't really need to have it be stripped. I don't think they would strip it even. I think it's stronger this way. I think they strip it at the top to make it pointed. But that's it. It should at least be 3 meters high. I'd say that's a good number. A block's roughly a meter. So 3 meters high. That way, you can't just jump over it unless you have a horse. Yeah, 3 meters seems like a good number. Yeah. I may need to make this a bit better though. I may just... Here we go. Let's just do towers right here. Just straight up like towers. A lot of early castles were just made out of wood. Not many people know about that, but yeah. Let's do straight up towers. Extend them a little bit maybe, or it's a pretty good like right here. Do simple 3x3 tower. Yeah, that may just be good enough. Don't even need a stone foundation, really. Just need to have wood. Wood's good enough. Fuck off. Simple dirt floor. Oh, grass. Or coarse dirt. I should just do coarse dirt, maybe. Yeah, because it's not gonna get too much use. I mean, come on. Oh no, it's turning night. And I only have one wall roughly built. But yeah, a lot of Roman castles that you would see popping up throughout Europe, they weren't even made out of stone, they were made out of wood. A lot of early medieval castles were just made out of wood because it was more simple to do it out of wood. We don't need to keep the walls lit too much, but we will, like, figure out a lighting system for the village after doing a few walls. Yeah, then make these towers a bit bigger. We're just doing pretty basic shit right now, so doesn't really need much, just needs to be good. But yeah, these towers will be capped off here. That. Wood extensions, there we go, extend it a bit. And we will just put the slabs. Yeah, you climb up here, you can give some quick defense, quick and easy defense. Work on some arrow slits. Out of this still, yeah, out of this stuff. Or maybe just like this, like, But where is that coming? The fact that they can break doors now is complete bullshit. Come on, don't break the door, just open the door. Get in your home. Get in your home. Get in your home. Your home, get in it. Get in your frickin' home. Okay, fine, die. I'll bring in more villagers if you frickin' die. Jeez, these frickin' guys. Or I could extend this a bit more. Extend it a bit more. Extend it a little bit more like that. Then maybe like this. Maybe like that. Then add a whole new block layer. Good solid piece. It's a lot better. That's a lot better. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. That's what I'm gonna do. That's a lot better. Yeah, and that's a proper little thing to look through. You motherfucker. Which door? Same door. Still breaking. Make sure to light both. I better make sure to light both sides, yeah. That way the gate's at least off limits. They shouldn't be attacking the gate, at least. And do some spikies. Do some spikies right here. Just a simple layer of fence, just to make it seem a bit more deadly. Yeah, it's already a bit more deadly. That makes it seem more threatening. Man, don't worry about that, I guess. I mean, it's still better than nothing, because what are they gonna do? Like, they're not smart enough to all pile along that thing. Gotta have some flaws in it. Gotta have some flaws in it. Realistically, you wouldn't do that. You wouldn't even climb up this way unless it was the only way to go, and you wouldn't even go that way, you'd go this way. You'd go to the unfinished part, not what would presumably be finished. But that should be good for this side, at least, until I finish the gate. Already 8:30. May as well finish the gate. Yeah, this will be the last thing. Oh. This will be the last? Shit. God damn. This will be the last thing. It's this gate. And we'll make a little thing up here, so that archers can be appointed, can be appointed at the top. Do simple fence, 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 fence. Again, this same house? Why are you juicy? Why do they want that one? Is he just close enough to me to where they're like, oh, we're gonna piss this guy off? God dang. They're relentless. Yeah, the roof shall be made out of birch, because I did the same thing to my roof. Need to represent, need to let them know, hey, I was the one that built this. These villagers owe me. I'm building them defenses so that they can sleep peacefully, even though the only reason why they're being attacked right now is because I'm here. Me. Let's make that round. There we go. But yeah, the villagers, they'd be safe if I was not here. Yeah, extend that a little bit maybe? Yeah. Yeah, I think that's good. Kinda comes off like that. That's nice. Yeah, that's how they do it. So that's good. How it kinda comes off, kinda flares off like that. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Okay. Now to just do these. It's not gonna look as good as I want it to. But it's gonna have to be functional. That's functional enough. That's as good as I can do it. I'd rather do it differently, but it's good and it's functional. Oh, and I can also put a lantern at the top. There we go. Yeah, like archers, they can be appointed up here. And there's a little thing for them right here so they can come down. Feel a little safer, a little closer to the ground. Or they can be right here. Be able to see most things. Most things within the gate's limits, so then along some of the wall. Or the only part of the wall. Well, yeah, that's something. Probably merge those two roads together, or just do the next gate right here. Or I could just wrap the rest of the walls around the perimeter. Since they don't have anywhere else to go, anywhere else to trade to. And leaving too many entrances in a fort like this would be a grave mistake. You're gonna attack the entrance when invading a base. That is how you do this. Like that, you're not gonna attack from the walls. You're gonna attack from the openings. I may have a back gate right here, and just extend it. Extend the wall over there. Tapering off just like this one, except down instead of up, kinda. Because you don't really need too much wall here. But you do want to like protect what you got. So you want to like keep it kind of close. Then yeah, the rest should just kind of like go around, kind of just like, if there's a gate there, I'll just like curve it to where it goes perfectly around there. Swoops up a little bit just to get the last bit of road, then nicely hooks around that shop there and connects there, and that should be good. Then I can start working on the city infrastructure, or my own business. At the moment, I'm just a laborer helping build walls for the community. I'm not even a lord yet. I'm just some guy who lives in the frickin' once abandoned watchtower. And I just frickin' used my own muscle to become part of the city, become part of the village. Working on making it a city. But I feel like that's like this is pretty realistic. Like in the real world, when Rome fell, there were several villages that were just left unprotected. And normally someone would come in, find like a Roman watchtower that was meant to kind of like keep control of the land, because you know the Roman Empire was kind of spread real thin when it was advancing to new territories. So there'd be a watchtower set with a few legionnaires, expecting an attack from this side, when they didn't really give a shit about the villages they had. So when they left, just random people would come in, live in their watchtowers, and then eventually they would become community leaders, entrepreneurs, they'd build businesses, they'd help out the community, and eventually they became kings. Which is when we see the end of the Dark Age and the beginning of the Middle Ages and the Renaissance, when kingdoms started consolidating and you had, you know, like, you had the kings and queens we know of today, or businesses we know of today. Well, there's a lot of businesses that have been around since the Middle Ages and Renaissance. We just don't know them because we're American. You go over to Europe, I'm sure you can find quite a few companies that still bear their Renaissance names, at least. back when castle warfare was a thing, and I just want to build castle shit. Functioning medieval cities. Functioning medieval castles, and we're doing that right now. We got the foundation at least, we got a village, we got a tower, and we have a little wall in the making. A pretty starter thing. A starter wall. With a gate, with a gatehouse. And yeah, the accompanying towers. That's good. They should feel safe in there then. A little safer. It's a good day's work. You have to make that kind of progress in the Middle Ages, though. You had to fucking do this shit. You gotta build a wall in half a day. Oh wow. Let's look at that from up here. See the village at least. Gonna have to fix that. I'm gonna get pissed off at that. Telescope, telescope. Yeah, there it is. That's pretty good. That's a good episode.